It was the murder that brought the ugly truth about U.S. racial inequality back to the surface. So what can George Floyd's autopsy report tell us about the day he died? On May 25, 2020, 46-year-old George Perry Floyd Jr. walked into a Cup Foods grocery store in Minneapolis, Minnesota, and purchased a pack of cigarettes with a $20 bill. The teenage employee who processed the transaction thought the $20 bill looked suspicious and might be counterfeit. Per the store's protocol, he contacted authorities to report the incident. Authorities who arrived on the scene within minutes of the 911 call found Floyd and two others sitting in a car which was parked around the corner from the Cup Foods store. Although Floyd initially resisted, he eventually calmed down and began to comply with the officers' demands. However, he became combative again once the officers attempted to place him in a squad car. Floyd claimed he was claustrophobic and fell to the ground. At this time, Officer Derek Michael Chauvin arrived on scene to assist in the arrest. Although the officers eventually got Floyd to his feet and attempted to place him in the squad car, Chauvin reportedly pulled Floyd away from the vehicle, causing him to fall to the ground. In an effort to restrain Floyd, Chauvin placed his knee on the suspect's neck for more than 9 minutes. Floyd pleaded with the officer to remove his knee from his neck as he could not catch his breath, but Chauvin didn't listen. Within 6 minutes, Floyd appeared to be unresponsive. Although an ambulance was called and Floyd was rushed to the hospital, he was pronounced dead. Video footage of the incident, which was filmed by witnesses and widely shared on social media, sparked immediate outrage. In the video, it appeared that Floyd's death was a direct result of Chauvin's decision to place his knee on Floyd's neck for what seemed to be an unusually long period of time. In a press release provided by the Hennepin County Medical Examiner's Office, it was revealed that Floyd's cause of death was cardiopulmonary arrest, complicating law enforcement subdual, restraint, and neck compression, and that the manner of death was homicide.
The law enforcement subdual, restraint, and the neck compression was just more than Mr. Floyd could take.
Pathologist Andrew M. Baker, MD, who conducted the autopsy, noted in his report that George Floyd had a number of blunt force injuries to his elbows, forehead, face, hands, legs, lips, and shoulders. He also had areas of abraded contusions on his wrists, which were likely caused by handcuffs. Floyd also had a broken rib, which was consistent with the performance of CPR. Baker also concluded that Floyd had a number of pre-existing medical conditions, including severe and multifocal arteriosclerotic heart disease, hypertensive heart disease, and a tumor in the left portion of his pelvis, which was likely an extraadrenal paraganglioma. It was also confirmed that Floyd had COVID-19 at the time of his death. Floyd's toxicology report revealed that he had fentanyl, methamphetamine, and THC in his blood at the time of his death. The medical examiner concluded that Floyd had enough fentanyl in his blood to be considered intoxicated. A second autopsy, which was conducted by an independent medical examiner hired by Floyd's family, also concluded his manner of death was homicide. However, the second autopsy listed the cause of death as asphyxiation from sustained pressure on his neck. The independent medical examiner wrote that Floyd died when the blood flow to his brain was interrupted for an extended period of time. The Hennepin County Medical Examiner disputed the conclusion of the independent examiner, however, as he was unable to find any evidence to support the diagnosis of strangulation. Despite the different conclusions about what specifically caused George Floyd's death, both reports concluded Derek Chauvin's method of restraint was a significant factor and that the manner of death was homicide.
What was going through your head when you had your knee on my brother's neck?
Derek Chauvin was ultimately arrested, charged, and convicted of second-degree murder, third-degree murder, and second-degree manslaughter. He was subsequently sentenced to 22.5 years in prison. Although the recommended sentence was 12.5 years, Judge Peter Cahill said that Chauvin's abuse of a position of trust and particular use of cruelty warranted a harsher sentence. In a separate case, Chauvin pleaded guilty to federal charges of violating Floyd's civil rights, for which he is facing a further sentence of 20 to 25 years.